we are back. We are back, and we got all 3 books. So now we're gonna head back to college. So today, I think we are gonna do some more college class. We're gonna level up our magic, and then after the college class, I think we're gonna either do the companion or we're gonna do the Civil War. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna play out. Still have to finish the Thieves Guild. But for right now, there's still a lot to do. I just wanted to increase my magic a little bit before I finish the Thieves Guild. And at least learn Fireball.
You want something from me? Make it quick.
Speak. You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer Realms. Oh my, that's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle at a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful. There may be a matter in which the various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing.
Again.
Very well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences. Use the gloves to clear the focal points. Return to me when you have finished. I thought I made this rather clear. You know, spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Farewell.
It's freezing as hell right now. It's really, really cold where I'm at. I swear, I can't stand it.
The Archmage believed it important. It must be powerful. I need your help with something. Something private.
Yes, but it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther. He had something I needed, so I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet that belonged to my family. And I never... But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back. I know he's from the Thalmor, and that he claims to be here simply as an advisor. I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly. I told you, it's from my family. I know they've always disapproved of what I wanted in life. To learn magic instead of becoming a farmer or a hunter. But no matter how poorly they may have treated me, they're still my family. I didn't consider that until after I made the trade. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do. Until next time.
Cesargo continues to struggle with wards. You have time to practice.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man...
Cesargo understands.
The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves. Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but... well, it sounds silly, but mine has sentimental value. If you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it to me? My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it.
What do you need?
What do you think you're doing?
Pen.
Good afternoon.
Somebody help!
That's all you got?
Oh, wait. Bad kids.
Cesargo continues to... struggle with wards. You have time to...
Maybe
Can
later?
you... Can you possibly help Cesargo?
Of course.
Cesargo has seen that Torftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes? Cesargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this? Jazargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Jazargo stand out as a mage. But Jazargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Jazargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. This is a good plan, no? You tell Jazargo when you are ready. You can't resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Jazargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak, with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead, and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Jazargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work. There is much for Jazargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jazargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. Jazargo awaits word. How well his scrolls work. Jazargo continues.
Good to see Skyrim still has...
You have time to practice.
Well, yes. I can't find... If you happen to see it, would you mind? My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it. All right then.
Very right.
Even with the college's laid back attitude. Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. Yes, you see, the thing is, I'm not concerned with everyone's best interest. I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are... No. Onmund made a deal. He made that choice, and now he has to... I've already made it... Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right. I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me? You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now?
They appear to have little interest in real study and research for the sake of gaining knowledge.
It's an entirely different situation. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. You get me this? Yes. I thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff. Finally, I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
I can strike you down right now.
Don't
and
even
kill you.
think about it.
How are you? This?
What do you want?
Why should I want anything? Why can't I simply be sociable with my colleagues?
I'm busy right now, Colette.
Well then, fine.
Huh?
Have a nice day. You consider Restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good. Good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who... It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. Well, no, not really, not directly. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it.
Man, everybody's fucking tripping in this fucking college, bro.
You've been spending a fair bit of time with Sergius lately, I see.
What? Why the audacity? How dare you imply such a thing?
Calm down. Why are you overreacting? I was going to ask if the two of you are collaborating on research.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, yes. We have been working on something together.
This is why I avoid being social.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Don't trust that one. He's up to something. Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
All right, then.
Get away from me!
Yeah, these people are rude as hell.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Well, well, and you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I... Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these.
I didn't know you could read them.
You are now in the Disrupt. Now, do you require assistance? I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Well, thank you. Night of Tea. Did you read it? And here. I suppose you've earned these. All right. Can I help you with anything, Neria?
I was wondering, has Ferolda been in recently? Borrowed any books that you can recall? Did she perhaps mention any dangerous research that you're working on? Anything that could get her into trouble?
I'm here to help you with books, Neria. That's all.
Ah, yes, of course. No, I don't need anything.
Always encouraging to... Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Dwemer, Daedric, not even Falmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. Now, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience, but can you feel that? This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
This is most inappropriate. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Well, allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Psijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you, specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Aldmeri Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I merely wish to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance.
Yeah, I know.
Attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must... I am sorry I cannot provide... Now, it is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
You must excuse me. I shouldn't be here.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then... he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Well, I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it. Whatever it is those Sijics are up to, they cannot be trusted. For all we know, he's here to scout out the college. I'm sure they want to undermine our efforts. This orb, the Eye of Magnus, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly powerful, and no doubt they want it for themselves. I expect to be informed if they make any future attempts to contact you.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
Yeah.
We will see about this.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation.
Alright, I'm gonna end today's video here. I'm gonna get on later on. Gonna go do something right now. Appreciate it.